Hey guys, and welcome back to the Retail Rip Review. A couple of months ago, we had a video where we talked about mystery packs and repacks and that sort of thing. And since then, I've actually accumulated a decent collection of alternative ones that we didn't touch on before. These are mostly from drugstores, CVS and Walgreens here. So let's go ahead and talk about them each one by one and kind of talk about the price point and what we can hope to find in them and see if they're worthwhile. We'll just go through our smaller packs here one by one. You know, these are actually all made by the same company. These are all MJ Holdings products. Anyone who's bought drugstore cards before is familiar with that name. It's usually either MJ Holdings or Fairfield, and we've featured Fairfield on the channel before too. Between the two of them, I'd probably rather go with these because at least some of these are factory sealed packs as opposed to the Fairfield boxes, which are just kind of a grab bag of, you know, whatever's been laying around in someone's closet. Not to say that these cards have any more value than those do, but at least with a sealed pack or retail pack, there's always a chance that you could get something good. I think these all came from Walgreens, by the way. So let's start out here with our pack on the end here. This one's just called Mystery Pack. It says it includes 2 factory sealed packs and 3 loose cards. It also advertises to look for mystery packs seeded 1 through 4. Now, kind of like we talked about with some of the other repacks, you know, there's certain tricks you can do if you wanted to really try to look for, like, you know, the special things. And this isn't like, you know, some sort of like, you know, secret tip or anything, but just from, you know, my observation, if you were looking for a pack that had an extra pack in here that normally just have 2, some of them have 3, I would pick up a few and just kind of feel and see if you can say the difference between a blister pack that contains 2 packs versus one that contains 3 packs. These should be all baseball here. Let's go ahead and see what we can find in here. As far as the sets and these mystery pack boxes, these are actually not too bad because here we have a 2024 Topps and then also a 2025 Series 2 retail pack. So we didn't get our mystery pack in that. You know, I didn't really think about that little trick until afterwards, but if you saw those in the store, maybe that would be something you would do. And we're gonna get our bonus cards here. These are going to be 2022 Topps, I believe. Here we have Austin Hayes, a rookie card of Jake McCarthy, and Jed Lowry. So, you know, the loose cards in there truly are just kind of nothing. So we'll go ahead and open up our retail packs here. So, you know, once again with retail packs, you're looking to get, you know, maybe 1 or 2 non-base cards per pack here. And then, you know, I know for Series 2 retail packs especially, it's a good chance that you just get a Stars of MLB and you just get kind of skunked. So let's see if we can find anything in here at all. All right, we are going to get something. We're going to get a holofoil here. This is going to be Grayson Rodriguez of the Baltimore Orioles. So, you know, we got something out of that pack, which is more than I can say about some retail packs I've opened. Jackson Cheerio on the Stars of MLB, and that's going to do it. Go ahead and put you over here, Mr. Rodriguez. We'll open up our 2024 pack. This is going to be just the standard here. I'm not sure what series this is, but it's not updates, so I don't think we're going to get access to all like the really, really good rookies. We have James McCann here on some sort of parallel. I'm not sure what this one's called. It's not numbered. I'll have to pop that up on screen. Got some cool circles going on there. See what else we can find here. Toronto Blue Jays card, Trevor Story, the Baltimore Brotherhood, Young Orioles stars perform under pressure. There's a rookie card of Austin Wells of the Yankees. We're gonna get Alek Manoah, and we're gonna get Kyle Schwarber here on this Phillies card. This is going to be, what is this called? They call them Schwarbombs for a reason. I'm not sure what this insert is called here. It just says SS. I'll have to look that up on there too, but that's pretty nice looking. And then also a Stars of MLB with Francisco Lindor. So there you go. So 2 retail packs and a couple of random ones in the mystery pack. Those I think are about $10. So compared to what you might get, if you get the one with 3 packs in it, I think it could be worthwhile. You know, retail packs, I think you probably should assume that they're going to be about $2 to $3, $3.50 something as far as like a retail price. So as long as your price point is around that, then, you know, it's probably not too bad. Let's clean this up and move on to the next one. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our second one here, this Gunslingers box. This is actually a football box, and it advertises 5 factory sealed packs and 1 bonus card. And it also has a price point of $10. I have to say though, 5 sealed packs at $10, these could only be something terrible like Sage, or, you know, something that has like, you know, really no value whatsoever. We'll find out. Also, I discovered that this is the SS Significant Statistics is the name of that card. So obviously, I'm sure a lot of people probably knew that, but just in case you were wondering, let's go ahead and see who we get on our Gunslingers. Let's see, where's our loose card? We should get, okay, so it's actually sleeved. That's kind of nice. And we get a rookie, this is like some sort of Phoenix Prism here of Marquez Stevenson of the Bills. So I think this is 2021 Phoenix here. I don't think he's still in the league anymore, but that's a cool looking card. You know, what do you expect from a loose card here? So let's see what packs we get. Okay, we actually get a Prism's draft pick cards here. That's not too bad, 2023. You also get a Sage Artistry Premium pack. You know, as far as Sage is concerned, Sage Artistry aren't too bad because at least there's some, you know, something, you know, nice to look at as opposed to just the kind of generic Sage low series, which are just really straightforward and kind of bland. And there's another Sage Artistry 2023. So yeah, so 4 out of the 5 packs were Sage, low series, and then the rest were Artistry, and then 1 Panini Prism draft picks. I guess we'll save that one for the last. I think the 2024 low series is probably going to be the most underwhelming, so we'll go ahead and do that here. There's only 5 cards, so won't take us too long. You have Trey Benson here, running back. I believe he's on the Cardinals now. And we have an insert here, 5-star Barry Sanders. This is a Hall of Fame type of insert here. Not sure what the significance of the picture or the name 5-star is, but that's pretty cool. Always happy to get Barry. Put you over here. You have a next level insert here with Raheem Sanders, running back. And who else do we have here? Ben Bryant and Tyler Huff, 2 quarterbacks I'm not familiar with. Let's move on up our list here to the 2023 Sage Artistry. Like I said, you know, nothing really positive to say about Sage cards just because they don't have any value. If you like the way they look, by all means. Illustrated cards like these, I think, are definitely more preferable than just their base cards, like I said. So here we have John Torchio, I'm not familiar with you, Eric Gray, Dontavian Wicks, Chris Smith, and Cade Warner coming out of the bricks there. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I do kind of like that. All right, let's go on to our 2024 Artistry. We'll save the premium pack for last because I do think there's a chance you can get like an autograph or maybe like an artist proof or something of that in there. All right, so here we have our 2024 base Artistry set. Here's Kamani Vidal. These have a nice kind of paper stock to them. They feel kind of like heritage cards here. Here's Moose Muhammad, Devontae Walker. A lot of these players I don't know. I feel like, you know, these are 2024, so some of these players have been drafted, but unless you're somebody I'm familiar with, here's Carson Beck. So yeah, I can tell you he's the quarterback for Georgia just because I live here. But otherwise, a lot of those players, I'm not really going to recognize who they are. Let's try out our premium Artistry pack here. Yeah, I can't say I've ever bought Sage, like you know, you can go in like Walmart or something and you see the Sage boxes on the shelf, and I'm thinking to myself, who actually gets those? Here we have Raheem Sanders, Roman Hemby, we got him on the last one, Carson Steele, did we get him too? Here's Dylan Gabriel, he got a cup of coffee with the Browns this year, Nate Wiggins, another Raheem Sanders card, another Dylan Gabriel card. What's going on here? These are all the same. Jalen McMillan and Frank Gore Jr. Okay, that was really odd to get 9 cards and then half of them were the same as in the same pack. But what do you expect from Sage? Let's go ahead and end here with our 2023 Prism Draft Picks class. It's advertising Anthony Richardson on the cover, so you know the ceiling is going to be pretty low already. We're going to get a base card here of John Elway, like in his Stanford uniform here. Charles White, USC. Malik Willis. You know, Malik Willis, he actually had a little fun little game there toward the end of the season. I feel like got some play. Maybe he'll be a starting quarterback next year somewhere. Nolan Smith on the rookie card, along with Miles Murphy. There's Cam Smith. And we're going to get this Jahmyr Gibbs student orientation parallel, or I guess, yeah, I'm not sure. This is just like a yellow cracked ice or something like that. That's really cool. Jahmyr Gibbs when he was on the Alabama Crimson Tide, also formerly of Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, let's not forget. And see, behind that we also have A.T. Perry, rookie card, and Jackson Smith and Jigba, very awesome on his rookie card from Ohio State. And then we're going to end with Travis Kelce, back when he was on the University of Cincinnati. So, you know, these actually weren't that bad. I do like the draft picks ones are fun because you get to see some cool legends on there and get a JSN rookie card. That's pretty nice. So overall, I would think I'd say that's probably the best pack we've gotten so far. Let's quickly go through our last 2 before we move on to our other ones. And let's go through our last 2 smaller blister packs here. These are just 1 sealed pack and then 5 random cards. And you can see the pack on the front, obviously. This is going to be a 2021 Topps Japan pack. Not super familiar with that set, so this will be kind of a new experience for me as well. And then this one is going to be 2022 Topps Gypsy Queen. We've kind of briefly mentioned Gypsy Queen before on the channel before, but it's definitely a card set, a card style that I'm a fan of. So Hoping to get some good names on that. You know, there's an off chance like, you know, maybe like a Cal Raleigh rookie or something in 2022. For the 2021 Japan set, these are actually from the NBP, the Japan League, or the Japanese League. So there are some American players that are in there, but I'm probably not going to recognize anybody. You know, maybe we'll get lucky to get somebody that we recognize, or like a Shohei card or something like that. But let's take a look at our random cards in here first. These are all going to be from the same set. Is this 2022? Yeah, more 2022 tops. See who we have here. Luis Garcia. There's Kyle Tucker back on the Astros, now on the Dodgers. Garcia, Corey Seager, Brett Phillips, Wander Franco, less said the better, and Zach Plesac. So nothing there. What do you expect from these loose cards? I mean, that would actually be more significant than anything else if we got a decent card out of the loose cards. Let's go ahead and look at our Japanese Chrome cards here. So, you know, Chrome cards are always good to get. At least they look nice. As far as who these players are, like I said, this is a guy named, it's hard to tell here. Is that Nishikawa? Yeah, I'm not going to really try to go too in depth into that because, like I said, I'm not sure who a lot of these players are. This guy is called Vladimir Balentien. I'm not sure. He plays for the SoftBank Hawks. This guy, Yura Yanagi. He plays for the Dragons with their cute little mascot there. And then our last card in this set, or this pack, is going to be Ryuto Hamao, or Hamai? Not sure. We'll move on from that. Like I said, nice looking cards, but unless you're a fan of the league or you just kind of like the novelty of it, not a lot going on there. And our last here in the mystery packs is going to be our Gypsy Queen cards, if we can get into them. Oh boy, it's one of those packs, the ones that don't like to open. That's okay. We have ways of making you talk. All right, so here's the 2022 Gypsy Queen design. Obviously, you know, once again, we're kind of going for that artistic illustrated look here. I'm not really sure about the like the bottom part here with this kind of like, you know, flipping of the like the, I'm not sure what you call that. Almost like an old school clock or something like that with the names. Or anyway, so here we have here Jose Barrios. There's Will Smith on the Dodgers. There is Taylor Trammell. We have Miguel Yajuri, Max Kepler, and then we're going to end with Braylon Marquez. So nobody in there, unfortunately, but like I said, I do kind of like the looks of these cards. You know, at the very least, they're interesting. So that's going to do it for our smaller ones here. I do have some of our Series 2 mystery packs, so let me clean this up and we'll go ahead and break those out. So just very briefly before we open them up, just so you know, these contain 4 Series 2 retail packs and then one of these yellow bordered cards. They call them a Tinsel parallel, but as you can see, it's just a yellow border, not like the Tinsel ones that you get at the Meijer stores or anything like that. These are a little bit more expensive. I think anywhere in stores, maybe like around $15, $16. But I've actually been able to find these online. I got one of these off of eBay, in fact, for maybe around $10. So if you find someone looking to kind of get rid of it, you can get a little bit better value out of it. But once again, 4 retail packs, so you know, just kind of take that into consideration. That's what you're really paying for, so you don't want to pay too much for it. But before I just wanted to talk about that before I opened all these up. So let me go ahead and open these up so we're not wasting time with that. So here we have everything unboxed, and as you can tell, the advantage of these packs is that you at least get to see what your yellow bordered card is going to be. So if you manage to find a good name on it or a name that you're looking to collect, it can kind of be worthwhile. You know, I've never been able to find like an Ohtani yellow border, but I'm sure they exist out there. So here we were able to get Bo Bichette, and then, you know, I just found some random people here like Matt Wallner, and then also OG's boy, Zach Penrod here on the Red Sox. So we kind of put their respective card piles behind them. So we'll see who yields the best result. Let's go ahead and start with Bo. You know, once again here, these are retail packs. So if we get something, that would be nice. There's a base card of Cal Raleigh. Always good to see. You know, that might end up being something that it kind of ends up being one of the better cards. So we'll kind of put that to the side for now. And like I said, nothing in this first one. When you reach the stars of MLB, you know it's a wrap. So that's going to be a skunk on the first one, except for Cal. All right, Bo, not too strong of a start for you. Let's see what else you've got for us. Really excited about Series 1 here. It's right around the corner, so I can't get here quick enough, to be honest with you. Hey, there's our boy Ellie on the All-Star card. That's not too bad to get. Let's go ahead and take that. It's going to be the only thing we're going to get in this one. Junior Caminero on Stars of MLB. Go ahead and put you over here, but we'll go ahead and put Ellie up here. Next pack. And, you know, once again, it's just kind of like, you know, retail packs, whether you like them or not in general is kind of up to you. And then you kind of have to ask yourself, like, is it even worthwhile? Like, what's the best format to do that? Is it just better just to buy them straight out of the box on the shelf? Is it better to buy a box? Hey, there's the Zach Penrod base card as well. Is it better to just buy a box of retail cards and see what you get? I'm not quite sure. All I know is that we're not getting much in this one. Austin Wells, Kaiser Montero. We're going to get another all-star insert here with Bryce Harper. And unfortunately, that's going to do it. We have Manny Machado after that, Graham Ashcraft, and Austin Hayes. So our bow pile only yielded 2 all-star inserts. So that was kind of unfortunate. Let's see if Matt Wallner can do any better. All right, here, James Outman, Darren Baker, Ruhan, sorry, Guardians team card. Jared Jones, our 2 in blue. It's a Race to Embrace. Haven't seen that one in a while. Our Stars of MLB is Adley Rutschman, Jackson Churio on the cup card. Whoops. And Spencer Arrighetti. So nothing much doing there. You know, it would be nice to get like at least one. You know, Stars of MLB doesn't count. Let's get at least 2 non-base cards per pack. All right, we're gonna get a Summer Superstars here with Corbin Carroll. That's at least something different. Followed up by a Jose Altuve and a Duke Ellis rookie card. So we'll go ahead and put you up here, Corbin. Why not? Wouldn't normally do that, but we don't have anything else, so. Next pack here. Schneemann, Casey Schmidt, Sean Murphy of the Braves, Nick Castellanos, and we're gonna get a 1990 35th anniversary card here with Willy Adames. And that's gonna do it for this pack. Kobe Mayo behind that, Grayson Rodriguez. And our last pack here for Mr. Wallner. I mean, so far, not a whole lot going, which really just means one thing, that it's Mr. Penrod's for the taking. Let's see what he can come up with here. All right, we're gonna get something at the very least. We're gonna get another holofoil here with Austin Hayes of the Reds. So, you know, like I said, that's at least something. You know what, we're not gonna give you 2 stands. We'll just take down Corbin and put the parallel up there. Jackson Churio on the Stars of MLB. And we're gonna end with Nice Bro. That pack wasn't too nice, bro. Let's go ahead and see what Mr. Penrod has to offer here. I have to believe that it's all led to this. All right, JD Martinez, Jose Tena. We have our KC We All Win card. Kyle Bradish, St. Louis Cardinals team card. Kumar Rocker, Stars of MLB, and we're gonna get skunked on the first one. Let's see what we're gonna get on the second one. So yeah, you know, all things considered, you know, I like, you know, opening stuff like this every now and then as just kind of just a means of switching things up. But as far as like your values go, well, wait a minute.
Boy.
Hold on, stop the presses here because we got the best dynamic duos insert from Series 2 that we could find here. It's our boys, James Wood and Dylan Cruz on this one. I haven't seen this insert in a while, so that's kind of fun. I think this is called Dynamic Duels, not to be confused with Dynamic Duos, that other set. Well, I think it's safe to say we know which card is gonna win this battle. And we have DJ LeMahieu and Leo Jimenez here. So 2 packs left. So once again, Mr. Penrod here coming through for us. I say once again, when does he ever come through for us? Let's see what else we can find here. Maybe we get lucky. We can get another one of our 2 in blue Race to Embrace. They're really trying to push that one on us. And we're gonna get Jarren Duran on the Stars of MLB and nothing else. And this is gonna be our last pack of our little mystery grab bag here. Overall, I would say we don't have a ton to show for it, which is kind of what you might expect, but you know, I was pretty hopeful, you know, maybe unrealistically so. Now we're gonna get another Dynamic Duos card here. This is with Clayton Kershaw and Sandy Koufax. So that's pretty cool. There's some good names on there. That's kind of odd how we got 2 of those in these packs and then I didn't get any in the other ones here. We can get a Milwaukee Brewers team card and Grayson Rodriguez to end it out. So there you go. That's going to do it for all of our mystery packs here. As you can see, it's just kind of a random assortment of things. And if you're looking for hits, you know, this is definitely not the place to look for it. Obviously, you can get lucky and maybe pull something like a home field advantage, or you know, I've done that in the past as out of a retail pack. But by and large, I think your money would probably be spent elsewhere, unless you're just looking to have some fun. Just wanted to thank everybody so much for tuning in for this another grab bag episode here of the Retail Rip Review. Like I said, I think there's probably better ways to spend your money, but as far as like the fun factor is concerned, I like doing a variety of things, and to get a bunch of stuff like that, I don't know, it can be kind of fun to look through. Thank you guys so much. Hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you so much for watching the Retail Rip Review.